Welcome back everybody to another episode of the GC Informer. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula, and today, some good things about some bad games. We'll start with Destiny 2, because it just won't go away. And today we're going to talk about the shader system. Now, for those of you who still pay attention, or did pay attention at the time, Destiny 2's shader system is a system that has carried over from the first game but got changed very dramatically from being a sort of, you can use the shaders as many times as you want on like as many pieces of armor as you want to customize your look completely, to a single-use microtransaction based system. Now, however, there are sort of boiling rumours, little things that are suggesting that these shaders in Destiny 2 might be returning closer to the system in the first game. Tyson Green from Bungie said in a statement recently regarding updates to the game that we know you miss Destiny 1 shaders, and that they are looking to be able to reintegrate that capability without losing the ability to shade weapons and whatever else. So I don't quite know how that's all coming together as a cohesive sentence. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but what it does say to me is that they are considering, if not taking these shaders out of the loot box system, at the very least changing them to be less awful. My theory on it is that they are going to not take them out of the loot box system, but they're going to make them just, you have the shader so you can use it like the first game, but they can be bought through, well, they can be acquired through the loot boxes which can be bought. So in other words, it'll be a permanent cosmetic, much like a piece of armor is then, hey, you have that piece of armor. This will also be, hey, you've got that shader, like in things like Overwatch, and that's probably as good a compromise as we're gonna get when it comes to Bungie and microtransactions. In other news, other shitty games, microtransaction-ridden hell games, it is Battlefront 2. Again, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, this game has done a very good job of staying out of the limelight in the last sort of 2 or 3 months, mostly because of its very negative reception by the community and its whole media presentation, which has not gone well. So they've very much put this game sort of out of sight. Now though, it seems that EA DICE are trying to do a little bit of restructuring of the progress reward system. We don't have a huge amount of details on this because it is due out in about March-ish time, so quite a way away really. Actually no, it's not, it's a month away. Fucking hell. Where's my life going? What we do know is they are looking to change up the progression system, which since the microtransactions got removed from the game has been notoriously slow and laborious, hard on grind, because let's be honest, this progression system was made with the intention of you wanting to spend money on the microtransactions because the actual in-game progress is so ludicrously slow. Now, when those got removed, you were left with the same progression system and the same leveling and the same drop rate of loot boxes, which was a little bit shite. This meant a very unbalanced progression system and left a lot of people annoyed by the amount of grind, and I suspect there aren't many players of Star Wars Battlefront 2 version 2 anymore, but I've not looked up the numbers myself. Regardless, this is probably a good move. I think if they rebalance it well enough, it might tempt more people to buy the game, but I don't know if it's too little too late. It might well be, to be honest, because this game is fast running away from the limelight and the public eye, so it's questionable how many more players it will attract, and we still don't know whether they have completely abandoned the microtransactions or if they're planning on bringing them back in at some point, which may still make a lot of people, myself included, very cautious about getting the game. And that brings us to the end of another episode of the GC Informer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, or a share, whatever you fancy. Our social links are down in the description, along with a link to our Discord, where you can join in some lovely chat. As always, stay tuned to GameCast for more news, reviews, Let's Plays, podcasts. All of your gaming needs can be found here. and I will see you soon for more news.